Previously on A Happy Teacher, a true story. Hypothesis.
It's an M. W, M, W, M.
So,
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
hello everyone. It's Monday, c'est lundi. So Monday is a 7-period day. I'm here from 8:30 to 17, so 5 p.m. for you. It's quite a long day. And the first period I had a test. My students had a test, so nothing special. And second period, I tried to do a walk and talk with them, and it's something that I've discovered through YouTube, watching a YouTube educator. I don't remember his name, but I put the link in the description box below. And let me explain what I did with it. Walk and talk basically is what it is. You walk and you talk. How to do it with 20 to 30 students? How can you handle it? I made up a game, kind of a game, and I'm going to explain it to you if you're interested. And if you're not, I'm going to explain it anyway. So, let's see. So, I decided to call it trot et papote in French. Trot is when a horse walks slowly, trot, le trot, and papote is for chat. So, walk and talk. I try to translate it into trot et papote to be quite accurate. In fact, it would be marche, walk, marche, et parle, but it's less fun than trot et papote. Trot and papote. So one, the students read a document on their own. It's a file here. So I'm always studying reproduction with them. So different papers about an animal, once again. But we are studying how mankind can change reproduction. They read it. They've got 10 minutes, so they can't read them all. That's why, number 2, we go out of the classroom. We go on the playground. And there, they all walk and they all talk about what they have read just a minute before. The idea is that they have to talk to each other in order to exchange the informations and talk about what they have just read. And so they have to talk a lot and exchange a lot of informations in a really short amount of time, just the time that we do one round of the playground. Number 3, we come back to the classroom and the students have to stand, and they're still standing, yeah. And then other students ask them some questions, because I have forgotten to tell you. But while the first students are reading the documentation, 4 other students were reading them too, but finding questions. Instead of remembering the information, they had to write some questions. So that's what they did. So number 4, they're all standing. I know this is just 3, it's not 4, I know. 4, each student have to answer a question made by this little group who wrote the question. So if the student answer right, his station got 1 point. If the student gives a bad answer, he shall sit, and then they ask the same question to another station. If it's okay, 1 point. If it's not, if it's wrong, sit. And they do it 3 times. And if nobody can find the answer, they give the answer. The end of the game is when there's no more any questions, or if there's no student standing anymore, it's the end of the game. Each student who is still standing, yeah, gives 2 points to his station. That's it. And then we count, and the station with the more points wins absolutely nothing, because I don't have any money for that. So they just win knowledge. This is fun. And so, at the end of this lesson, I asked them what they thought of it, what their thoughts were, with the classroom screen poll tool. So I asked them, shall we do trot and papote again? And here are the results.
qu'avez-vous pensé de Trot et Papote?
Well, they liked it, kinda. Only 20 pupils voted, and we've got 18 green. Well, I guess it means, yeah, it was okay. So I think I will do it again. Maybe a different way, on another subject, but it's quite interesting. I just got an email. As you know, two primary school teachers came to my classroom. And I always call them primary teachers, in English, of course. I don't know if it's something bad or insulting, primary teachers. I guess it might be. I'm so sorry if it is. But just got an email from one primary school teacher. In fact, it's the school that is just close to our middle school. Next to it, it's really close. And in this mail, I've just read that somebody else wants to come too. And this somebody is the conseiller pédagogique, so someone who do observations and advise the primary school teachers. And he will come to see me. It's nothing special. We are all human beings. But, well, it's quite something to have two people that the students don't know in my classroom. It's always special. It's always in my head. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? What are they going to think? It's always complicated. But, well, I will answer and try to find a nice lesson for them to witness. Because on the first week when we go back to school, they've got a test. My pupils got a test, so it's not the best way. And I wanted to invite my vice principal too, because she wants to see me in action. And 3 people, it might be too much. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe my pupils will be impressed or paralyzed or excited and unbearable. I don't know. It's quite a lot of people coming into my classroom lately. It's good. Of course it's good. They are interested, and it's quite a lot, you know. I'm not used to it, because I do something about observations in France, but you have to know that we only see an inspecteur, so someone really specialized in it, and really high on the hierarchy. It's really a high person. They only came once every 5 years. So, you know, I know you in the United States, you've got more observations than that, but us only once every 5 years. And this is a minimum. That means for some of my colleagues, they only see an inspector once every 10 or 15 years. That's a problem. Well, I've got to go outside now because I have to do my list. Try to fetch something. Let's go outside.
Is it the same key? Oh, it's not, obviously not. Damn it.
These bars were put just after les attentats en France.
Yeah, roots. We're studying roots.
I got it. Couldn't go outside, but I got a plant. And her name will be Gertrude. Yes, I said her.
because my pupils know that her name will be Gertrude. It's her first name, Gertrude. Oh, I don't have enough water. My roots are in the oil. Oh, I'm quite perfect. My roots are in water. Oh, I'm dead. This is the end of day 1 of Monday. I've got to go home. The walk and talk, the trotte et papote, went really well. It was something that they enjoyed a lot. More than 90% of my students liked it, so I think I'll do it again. And now I've got to go home and buy some élodie. I don't know at all how you say élodie in English. It's an aquatic plant. Aquatic? No, I have no idea. It's for Wednesday morning. So that's it for tonight. And see you.
Trot and papote. Yeah. It's good. Of course it's good.
Gertrude.